Hi, and welcome to the Cosmic Weather Report. It's going to be me, and I'm super excited. I'm very excited about this particular report because we're going into fire season, and it's a very initiate energy. But this is a fixed sign, and so this house that is opening for us in Leo season is beautifully actionable. So there's a lot of wands involved, right? And the numerology and the matches are going to be pretty incredible. So I think that we should just kind of get to it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to read my report so it's easier. Okay, let's see. Cosmic travelers. Welcome, cosmic travelers, to today's cosmic weather report. I'm your guide, Lucinda, here to navigate the celestial seas as we embark on a stellar journey through the zodiac. Today we have exciting astrological movements to discuss, especially as the sun is going to enter Leo shortly, right, in the next couple of days. Let's dive right in and explore what the cosmos has in store for us. As the sun blazes into Leo, we find ourselves under the influence of an Aquarius moon. This fiery Leo sun and airy Aquarius moon combination, it's a perfect reflection of our node placement, our spirituality, how we're coming into our beliefs, all right? It's a dynamic interplay of passion and intellect, encouraging us to shine brightly while thinking outside the box. All right, let's take a closer look at the planetary lineup on this auspicious day. We've got Mercury at 27 degrees Leo, Venus at 13 degrees Leo, Mars at 1 degree Gemini, Jupiter at 12 degrees Gemini, Saturn retrograde at 18 degrees Pisces, Uranus at 26 degrees Taurus, Neptune also retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces, and Pluto retrograde at 0 degrees Aquarius. That's quite a celestial party, isn't it? It's like, it's a lot of energy. It's like a lot of upper wheel, ascending energy. Okay, now let's talk about these planets and their archetypes in a fun and relatable way. Okay, let's start with Mercury. You don't have to really worry about Mercury until later in August. All right, and you don't really have to worry. What you're going to do is dial in the way that you communicate, and that's what this is all about this season. It's all about communication, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk about these planets. Okay, starting with Mercury at 27 degrees Leo, our cosmic messenger in Leo's kingdom, boosting our communication with confidence and flair. Think of Mercury as the royal town crier. Okay, announcing your thoughts and ideas with a regal flair. Okay, numerologically, oh, sorry about that. Numerologically, 27 reduces to a 9. That's a 2 plus a 7, the number of completion and wisdom. So it's a great time to finalize projects and share your knowledge with the world. Next, we have Venus at 13 degrees Leo. Venus, our goddess of love and beauty, is reveling in Leo's luxurious embrace. Keep in mind, she represents earth and air. And in this placement, the air is what she'll pick up. All right? She's the queen of the court, basking in adoration and radiating charm. The number 13, often misunderstood, is actually a powerful number of transformation and rebirth. 1 plus 3 is a 4. So you're laying solid foundations for new beginnings in love and creativity. Mars at 1 degree Gemini brings a playful, energetic vibe. Mars is the cosmic warrior, like, what's going on? And in Gemini, he's like a witty, fast-talking superhero, ready for action and quick to adapt. The number 1 signifies new beginnings, so embrace fresh new starts and bold moves. It's bold moves. It's like go big or go home time. That's what it is. Jupiter at 12 degrees Gemini. And remember, Mercury is Gemini's home. All right? That's where Gemini is Mercury's home. So that's the communication aspect. And it's in a higher consciousness expansion. All right? And it's an initiate energy. It's starting in that fire energy with Mars. And Mars is about moving forward and really being who you are, right? Okay. All right. So Jupiter at 12 degrees Gemini is expanding our horizons with curiosity and a thirst for knowledge. Picture Jupiter as the wise professor, encouraging you to explore new ideas and perspectives. The number one, is a 12, so it's 1 plus 2 equals 3. So it's a 1, 2, 3, and that's an expansion. It's a growth. It's just beautiful like that, right? Okay. Like, I'm not completing the sentence. What it is when you put together a sequence, all right, you are creating building blocks that allow a foundation to come into play. So now we have a 1, 2, 3 energy. Venus is at a 4 energy. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 sequence, all right? And when we're in that sequence, that allows us to lay down a little bit of roots and move down the path of least resistance, okay? And that's what's helping us with this, all right? Okay, let's get back to it. The number 12, 1 plus 2 equals 3, resonates with creativity and growth, making it a lucky time for learning and exploration. Did somebody say trouble? Let's talk. Saturn retrograde at 18 degrees Pisces, because we're not sleeping right now. We're not sleeping because we're in our subconscious. We're clearing all that trauma, all those trauma patterns, all that misinformation and conditioning that we were fed, right? And now we are deciding what it is that we want to keep, what's beneficial, how do we connect, and we're all going to ground. We are all going to ground. We are going to come back to earth. The reason is because that will make the most sense. That's where we connect. And right now, some people are still holding on to old paradigms of how it used to be and how it is crumbling right around them. It's actually just escaping their fingertips. And just stay in your power, stay in your love, stay in your unconditionality, and allow people their experience. Love them, love them, love them. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. That's the big ticket that Saturn is about right now. So the clutter of all of the shame talk, all of the guilt that's been built up through your story to yourself and through absorbing other stories out there, that's being all cleared out right now in your subconscious. So if you could sit for a couple of minutes and thank that for happening, even if it's in the middle of the night and you're not getting as restful sleep as you would like. If you could just thank that, it comes into recognition and it releases the energy. It releases it because now it becomes part of you, because it is part of you. It was your experience. And now it can go into higher consciousness. It could be all over the place again. You're not holding that particular bag. You're allowing it to become. And the charge for maybe the incident or whatever took place lessens. It allows your body and your nervous system to kind of reset and fall back in place and bring you back into place, okay? So Saturn is about structure, all right? It's a very male energy, and we have a lot of fire energy. So we're moving into an actionable time right now, a very volatile, actionable time. And in this next 12 years, 10 years, all right, we are going to see humongous paradigm shifts, okay? Shifts that you didn't see coming or thought possible. And it will be beautiful. It will be beautiful if we allow it. And just to keep you on point, it is side by side, it's opposite. So just as great as it could be is just as awful as it could be, all right? And they are neck and neck, neck and neck. So getting us all to really focus on this beauty and this love, that is the drive right now. And Saturn is helping us restructure our subconscious, how we come to the table, how we interact with humans, how we relate to all that is, how we are connected, and it's a part of us, and we're recognizing a part of us when we see anything. When we see anything, we're recognizing a part of us, okay? And coming into that understanding and really embodying it, that is where we're going. Whether people understand that or not, there's no half step in what is taking place. And we are sometimes holding on to old relatables because they made sense, because we we were fed the conditioning that it was successful, even though we saw repeatedly that it was not. Okay. And there are so many shifts that are like this, and you will not be able to keep up. They're so beautiful, and they're just laid like this. This is the energy right now. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. We're laying foundations. We're laying foundations in belief. We're laying foundations in our energy. We're laying foundations for one another. And in that fast-paced energy, we're slowing the fuck down. And we're going to connect more to the earth. We're just going to plug all the way in. And she is just like, I got you. I got you. I have you. All right. And that's where we're all heading. We're heading to that harmonious understanding. All right. And it will be represented in different things, and it'll take time to unwind the damage that has been invoked upon her. The planet is righting itself already. We will kill ourselves before the planet is done. All right. So get right with yourself, get right with the planet. Look to see how you can build sustainability into your life. That's what Saturn is about, building that sustainable, this is going to work structure. Okay. So Saturn retrograde at 18 degrees Pisces is our stern yet wise elder, urging us to review and reassess our boundaries and responsibilities. Retrograde periods are both for reflection, and in dreamy Pisces, it's about finding structure within our fantasies. If you're dreaming your world into being, create a structure by which it can land. Pisces is about finding structure within our fantasies. The number 18, 1 plus 8 is a 9, again brings that sense of completion and wisdom, reminding us to integrate our lessons. And that's what we're doing right now. We're integrating our lessons. Uranus at 26 degrees, all right, is a viable match for the year. The year is an 8, so 2 and 6 is an 8, so don't forget about that. So that's going to really align, okay? So Uranus at 26 degrees Taurus is a cosmic rebel, shaking up our stability and pushing for innovative change. And there's great depth in that. There's great depth in that. And when it is an 8, it is a karmic shakeup. Okay? All right? A karmic shakeup. So you might be feeling it coming in right now, like that. You don't know what it is. You might be a little bit more emotional. Maybe you're connecting with yourself because that's feeling safer, right? And that's Uranus shaking up your paradigms outside so that you become more understanding of your internal structure, because that's what's being restructured, is your whole luminous body. Everything about you is shifting. Whether you understand that or not, that's okay. Change is a friend. Change is allowance. Change is who you are. All right? Okay. So Uranus as the eccentric innovator, challenging us to break free from old and embrace the new. The number 26, 2 plus 6 is 8, is about power and balance. So find equilibrium in your transformations. Look for the center. Remember, in every experience that gets brought to you, there is opportunity to look at either aspect, because both show up. So negative or positive. So usually we may say what's wrong, or wow, that's really cool, and then we'll make a choice. I think if we look at the negative aspect, that's going to take us down that road, and we'll heal. We'll heal because we'll come into connection until we start to have the other experience, okay? Because we're meant to have both experiences, all right? I just don't think that we need to go so deeply into contrast to understand it. I think that we can enlighten ourselves and understand that we've had plenty of contrast ancestrally and through storytelling, which is what we do with ourselves. We are basically a walking oral tradition of an experience. And when we do that with ourselves, it allows me to like view my experience in my 3D aspect and feel it and know it and understand that I'm still part of the collective consciousness in our physical field and our hyper consciousness and higher consciousness and universal consciousness and all that is. Okay. So really bringing yourself in, right? Bringing yourself in that, right? Knowing that you're in transformation right now. Allowing yourself to know that you're being shook up for a reason. Anything that feels stable materially, okay, is not. And you're being shown that. You're being shown that that isn't where your energy needs to be. So figure out where your energy needs to be. What does that mean to you, right? What's your relationship to material aspect? Do you feel you're in ownership? If you feel you're in ownership, then that's what you're working through, because everything is borrowed. You're only here for a short period of time. So you're here to maybe have an experience with this and, have an experience with that. And maybe, have an experience with an expensive thing like this, or maybe have this choice, right? But we're creating it. We're creating it. Nothing's done to us. A lot of things are done for us energetically. And then we find that we are the guide. We're the ones navigating the paddle on the boat, right? The rudder, all right? And it's where we turn, that's the direction of travel, okay? All right. So with Neptune, because Neptune's up next, all right? I love Neptune. Neptune is so kind to me. So beautifully kind to me. So Neptune, also in retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces. So there's Saturn and Neptune together, all right? Okay. Deepens our spiritual and our intuitive journeys. It's our connection to understanding and perceiving more than this one dimensional space. Like our thought space is another dimension. Our all of the energetics, all of the different thoughts, the imagination space, the realm space, whatever has been created from our minds, our thoughts, our collective is in existence. And in that, it has a life of its own. We've breathed sentience into it. It's been breathed into us. All right. And we're all part of a great spirit. We're all the same. We've never left. So whether you call it universal consciousness, the quantum field, the animation of life force energy, uh, uh, physics, all right, all of that, we agree that it exists, right? And that we're part of it. We're different renditions of cause and effect for measurement, if you're in science. Other than that, it is a belief, right? Okay, and that's still a belief. All right, so with Neptune also in retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces and deepening how we feel in our spiritual journey, and also opening up our aspect, and maybe our pineal glands are possibly decalcifying because we're eating healthier, we're starting to think differently, we're being selective about how we want to spend our energy and our thought and our time and our emotion, right? Neptune is the mystical sage guiding us through the fog of illusion to the clarity of truth, right? And coupled in retrograde with Saturn, they're on the same page. They're on the same page, helping us do the same thing, relieve our minds of the burden of what superior, inferior culture gives you, right? Yeah. And just understanding that we're all relative to one another. And that's the new paradigm understanding for the entrainment taking place in the world, is to understand that we're no different from the person right next to us. And that they are a beautiful reflection of who we are in every aspect of all our capability, of all of our oneness, of everything that we can be and are, right? And when we have those differences of how we want to feel about somebody, sometimes what will take place is that we will look for differences, and that will create that separation that we've been taught. And that isn't what's healthy or good for this dilemma at this point in time. Looking for connectiveness, looking for how we come together, right? Okay, that's the name of the game. And this number 29 degrees, right? It's an 11, so it's a master number, right? And it has spiritual insight and enlightenment. So trust your inner wisdom, all right? Lastly, we have Pluto retrograde at 0 degrees Aquarius. And you understand that the United States, in the way that it has been built on the back of the native nations, okay, is right now in its Pluto return, all right? And Pluto is all about that deep, who the fuck do you think you are energy, all right? And it is about upheaval, especially in Aquarius, which is technology and humanitarianism, right? So we're focusing pretty deep on the shit that was brought here through that ugliness that keeps being perpetuated on a regular basis. And in that, that's like a 12 to 16 year space of time. All right. So if you're Aquarius, that is not a fun space for you. But if you relax and accept it, relax and accept that this is what we're doing. We're looking to become better. That's all it is. We're looking to become better than who we were, how we were raised, what we've had. We usually say that's what we want for our kids, but what we want is we want that for ourselves and for others, for everyone. Just for everyone. Everyone is our relation. Everyone is our relation, and that's what we're learning. And that's what Pluto is teaching us, right? That's what Pluto is teaching us. So don't be surprised if there's like a tea moment, right? To where the nation, okay, anyway, so the nation, right, the United States, all right, goes under a deep, quick transformation. And within years, just a few years. And it has two ways to go, right? Depending on who's willing to raise the vibe, to change the behavior, to hold people accountable, to hold yourself accountable. That's what this structure is, being brought into place, right? And Leo is lighting the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, okay? Pluto, the very powerful transformer at the very start of Aquarius, signals profound shifts and new beginnings on a collective level. You can feel that, can't you? It feels like hope. Ooh. It's Pluto coming in saying, I got you. Do the work. Do the work. Make the connection. Allow for you. Oh, man. The number 0 represents infinite potential and the start of a new cycle. Embrace the changes and trust in the process of renewal. I am just so grateful. I'm in so much gratitude and love, and I'm embraced, and I feel so supported and connected with all of the beautiful celestial bodies that allow me to channel their information. So during Leo season, our lucky days are influenced by these numerological vibrations. Pay special attention to days that reduce to 3, 4, 8, and 9. These are your cosmic power days. And how you get that is that you linear add one number, the next number, the next number, and whatever the date is. So today is 7/21/2024. So 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 4 is 18, and then 1 and 8 is a 9. So today is a day of completion. All right. So it's solid. It's a good day. These are your cosmic power days. All right. These are the days that you want to do spells, that you want to go ahead and do lineups for very succinct intentions. You don't want to convolute the waters when you're doing an intentional cast, or you're doing a calling for something to come in, or if you are aligning yourself to an ideal process that you wish to experience. Okay. During Leo season, all right, remember the cosmos is always in motion, and so are we. Use this season to step into your power. All right. Shine your light and let your inner star guide you. Stay curious, stay playful, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. All right. Okay. Several dates that stand out as particularly favorable due to alignments of the planets and the numerological influences. Okay. The first one is July 27th. All right. That's going to be Mercury at 29 degrees Leo. This is a powerful day for communication and creativity. With Mercury emphasizing clarity and expressive energy, the number 29, 2 plus 9 is that 11, that master number, right? Enhancing spiritual insights and intuitive connections, all right? Good day to journey to find out what comes next, all right, as well. Think about that, all right? August 1st, that's the day of llamas, the day of llamas, the day after llamas. And that is a full moon in Aquarius. All right. A great day for releasing old patterns and embracing new ideas. The full moon brings illumination and heightened emotions, perfect for breakthroughs and innovative thinking, because we want to process those deep charges. That's going to give us clarity, because we're not going to use those lenses of fear that they had handed us, wanting us to look through to limit us. We are meant to shine. We are meant to be high vibrational beings. We will do that. That is what we will do. That's okay. It's okay for us to really empower and embody who we are, all at our greatest volume. All right? Because there's so many things that are so much bigger. There's no reason that we need to shrink. Just stand in who you are. Love you that way. All right? All right, and now we move to August 4th. So give a listen if you have somebody that you're crushing on, that you would like for it to get maybe a little bigger. Okay? Maybe a little bigger. All right? August 4th is your day. Okay? August 4th is your day to ask the cards, pull some runes, do a cast, burn a candle, create a spell, do an intention. Really sit in yourself, though, right? Really sit in yourself and embody Venus. Embody thought and emotion to bring in that which you desire. All right? August 4th, don't forget, is still going to be 12 energy. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's going to be fast. Okay? All right? Venus at 17 degrees Leo, a wonderful day for love, beauty, and creative endeavors. Venus in Leo radiates charm and charisma, while the number 17 is an 8, and that signifies abundance and manifestation. And love is a great day to allow an abundance, right? Love is great on that day to allow an abundance. Okay, I said it better. All right. The next one is going to be the Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gate, we're going to have I'm going to do the meditation at 6. And the meditation at 6 is going to have a special Lion's Gate, a Lion's Portal that will extend it. And we're still charging the same amount. And I'm just going to announce it so whoever comes is going to be able to get that blessing. All right. And this is going to be an enlightenment blessing, a oneness blessing on that day. And it will be so beautiful. And it will open us into our ourselves. Okay? All right. So it's going to be August 8th. All right? That's the Lionsgate portal. This is a highly auspicious date for spiritual growth and manifestation. The alignment of the earth with Sirius and the sun in Leo creates a powerful energetic gateway, perfect for setting intentions and connecting with higher realms. And we're definitely going to do that. We're going to channel in. We're channeling it in. All right. And the next, all right, so that'll be like August 8th here at Body Studios. So the next auspicious day, or a highly favorable day, is going to be August 12th with Mercury at 12 degrees Virgo. Okay, a day for practical communication and detailed work. The number 12, right, is creativity and growth, and it's going to give you that let's get going energy. All right. It's great for learning and expanding your knowledge. Okay. So if you're teaching, right, that's a great day to manifest what you're going to teach, like your curriculum, right? And then you would use that energy and then you would begin to do it in small modules that would work really good if you're there, right? August 18th is the next one. That's a new moon in Leo. All right. A time for new beginnings and setting intentions aligned with your heart's desires. That's going to be a fire moon. Okay. So fire ceremony definitely is in order. All right. The new moon in Leo encourages you to express your true self and plant seeds for future growth. Okay. And then we're going to move to August 21st. Mars at 15 degrees. Okay. And so August 21st, I'm just checking my ephemeris right now. Okay. Because Mercury goes retrograde starting August 5th. Okay. All right. So starting August 5th, you have to be very succinct in how you speak your intentions. So even though you have a stellar lineup on the 4th, the 8th, the 12th, the 18th, the 21st, the 23rd, and the 26th, okay, you still must be mindful of your thought processes and where you're coming from as you manifest. All right. And you'll be taught that during that portion of August, all right? And that retrograde will last, let's see, it'll last until the 27th, all right? And Wednesday it'll go direct, all right? So our next great day for manifesting is going to be for the 21st. Mars at 15 degrees Virgo, right? And that's a day for focused action and productivity, all right? Mars in Virgo brings disciplined energy and the number 15, and that's a 6, all right? That's also good for like healing and collaboration, working together with other individuals. 6s are a very divine feminine number, all right? And it's a divine feminine pattern, and you could see it as half of Cancer, and you could see it as a glyph, right? And there's just different aspects of it that really are very representational, okay? But 6s are about healing collectively, all right? So it relates to harmony and balance, making it a great day for organizing and implementing plans, right? For that particular day, I would highly suggest a good meditation to get deep into your connection of self before you move forward so that you don't create codependency in future actions. All right. That's going to be the rub for Mercury retrograde for you on a 6. All right. So just pay attention to the patterns that will appear. All right. When you're in the auspicious energy, you just slide your needle toward the beautiful side a little bit more. All right. Okay, great. Now, the next one we have is August 23rd. The sun enters Virgo. All right. Now, remember, we have Mars at 15 degrees Virgo, and that is focused action and productivity, right? And it's going to stay there for a minute. Now the sun's going to join it and go into Virgo, right? Because it's going to come to a close. All right. Perfect, right? And then Venus At 25 degrees Leo, August 26th, so 8, 8, 8. And that is another, let me see who I want to be with. Who is genuinely loving and will allow me to be me at my full capacity as I will allow them to be at theirs. Damn, you got this. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you and I love you. Mwah.